all about just empowering everybody from the coaches to the players. You know, and it's unfortunate that he's not on the bench with us, but he trusts and we all trust in Coach Brown to, you know, just kind of keep leading us, man. And you know, at the end of the day, we just got to go out there and play our hardest.
Mike said that Steve's the best communicator he's ever been around. What is it about Steve's communication style that makes it special?
I agree with that. I mean, he doesn't sugarcoat anything. I mean, he just tell you how it is and it's up front, and you know, he doesn't mind stepping back and let somebody else be the voice. You know, he can step in and be feisty, as you guys may have seen. But you know, he is who he is. You know, he doesn't predetermine anything. It's kind of like all in the flow. And you know, I think that just works well with our team, our whole organization. So he's a great communicator. That's the reason why, you know, Coach Brown has done such a great job the last 2 games.
Kevin, I know this situation.
I mean, obviously, there's different personalities, you know. But you know, when you make it about the players, when you make it about just winning and all that other stuff, really doesn't matter. You know, he coaches the game of basketball. He does it very well, and our whole coaching staff does the same thing. So, you know, when it's about basketball, it's not about, you know, trying to have authority over us. He's just coaching us. He's just coaching himself and just telling us the proper way to do things on the basketball court. And it's pretty simple when you try to do that. I mean, it's on us to execute. So he's done a great job.
What do you think about what just the energy he gives, and the athleticism, just everything he's brought, which has probably been a surprise to me?
Oh, y'all on JaVale bandwagon, man. I'm definitely gonna take credit for calling this one earlier in the middle of the season. But his athleticism, he works extremely hard. You know, he protects the rim for us. You know, he's a rim runner, so he opens it up for a lot of guys in the perimeter and transition. So he's playing to his strengths, and I think, you know, the coaching staff has done a great job. You know, put him in great positions, and obviously, you know, the players, him and Draymond, have a great connection along with Steph and everybody. You know, we all feel like we always just toss the ball up there and he go gets it. So, you know, coach put him in great positions to succeed, and he's out there playing well.
What's too high?
What do you mean?
How high can you go?
Well, Draymond's doing one I knew for sure was going out of bounds in the Portland series, and he ended up getting it. So I think just about anywhere above the square he'll go get it. Probably above the backboard is probably where his limit is, but that's a pretty big target you have when you're throwing it down.
Kevin, I know this having Steve out, but how much does it help having a group of veterans here to be able to kind of police yourselves and, you know, make this transition easier for Mike?
It's definitely important. You know, we got guys that have been through it before, who've played in big playoff games, who've been in the league for a long time. You know, you don't just hammer out the concepts we do every single day, from offensive and defensive end. It's not about, you know, make sure you get your work out to practice, make sure you take care of your body, stuff that pros are supposed to do every day. And when you have guys like D. West and Zaza, Dre, Sean, guys who've been there for 10 plus years in the league, myself, you know, all the way from, you know, to Steph and Dre. So everybody who's been here for so long and who's been in the league for so long, know how to take care of what they're supposed to take care of as far as getting their bodies right and their minds right, working on the game. And then Coach Brown just does his job as far as, you know, coaching us up on the basketball end.
Does a Mike Brown coached game during the game as a Steve Kerr coached game? Do you notice the different much when you're on the court or on the bench?
Like I said, they're two different voices, two different personalities, and you know, they work well with each other, and they learn from each other. I can tell. But we play a certain way, and we've been playing that way the whole season. It's not like Coach Brown is coming in and trying to change anything else, trying to tell guys how to play their games. You know, he's coaching us within the flow of the game, and whatever he sees, he's going to help us out. And like I said, we got to execute our game plan and whatever he tells us to do. And we got smart players on this team that can do that. But at the end of the day, it's about going out there playing extremely hard, executing the game plan, and having some fun, being disciplined. So we teach everything.
Did you get a sense of the discomfort here, what happened over last week? That surprise?
I would look over and, you know, and he would, you know, have his head down and you know, I guess trying to wake himself up a bit. I was always thinking that he was upset with the way we were playing defense and if we took a quick shot, but you know, I would look back when we made a great play and he would be the same way. And, you know, he took his jacket off in game 2, and so I could tell he was feeling a little, under the weather. And I heard about the stories coming in this year that he was sick last year and he's still figuring some stuff out. So he's been pushing through all year, and he's a strong-willed man. And we're looking forward to him getting better and coming back and just trying to get past this as quickly as possible. But we will definitely give him some time and space and support him as well.
He never said in the meeting when he talked to you guys, Zaza said he got a little emotional. I mean, what was that explaining himself?
Well, I mean, obviously you want everybody in good health. And it's an unfortunate situation. Coach Kerr definitely wants to be out there. He wants to feel better. He wants to be able to coach without having to feel under the weather. But it was, to have your leader feeling that way, it was definitely emotional for all of us. I think that's why in that game 3 you seen the team kind of start off slow, but we rallied around, just knowing Coach Kerr is not feeling too well. We wanted to win the game for him, and so the team went out there and played extremely hard and played well in order for him to wrap the game up. But we all felt the way when he spoke to us and when we heard about him being sick.
JaVale, credit for knowing.
This is Joe.
Yeah, but I mean, when did you kind of see that he was doing some special things and making big strides?
Well, we knew what he was coming in. Shot blocker, athletic big, and we playing with Draymond, and Steph, and Clay, Andre, just this whole team. It makes everybody better. From the top guy to the bottom guy, everybody gets better from just playing with a smart group of players and playing with such great talent. Everybody plays to their strength here. From JaVale to McAdoo to Loon to Pat, all the way up to Steph and myself, Clay, Draymond. We all played our strengths, and that's just how Coach put things together, and also just having so much talent on the team.
Great.